Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023. We're about to do an in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the United States. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and AstroVed astrologer. I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained that the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There's also a divine light being associated with all of them. In doing this puja, we are connecting with those light beings, inviting their blessings to come into us, and also inviting our inner connections with them to awaken and become more obvious to us. So thank you all for being here. We're praying for ourselves, and we're also inviting these blessings to come into our world as a whole. This screen is showing the chart of now in my current location, using the South Indian style layout of the chart. Each of the little 12 boxes represents a zodiac sign. There is a link below this video for a tutorial video about the South Indian style chart if you're unfamiliar with it. We're going to start with some various tools for the puja. I have some water. I have an incense stick, a bell, a little raisin, a lit tea light, and a bowl of flower petals. And I have drawn this chart of now onto a little blackboard that's on a side table, and that's where I'll be performing the puja. To start, I take some of the water with my right hand and I sprinkle it on all four sides of the blackboard to purify the space where the puja is happening. I put a few drops of water on top of me to purify myself, and I send a few drops of water out into space to symbolically purify all of you, whether you're watching this live or later on a replay. Now we start with invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. Om Shring Gam, Om Shring Gam, Om Shring Gam. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and we thank him for his help with this. Now we do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank St. Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we turn our attention to the time elements that are active in my local area. We start with the planet that rules the day. In my area, it is Tuesday, which is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars on the blackboard chart. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. The moment the moon is in Rohini, a star of beauty, I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Rohini He Namaha. Om Rohini He Namaha. Om Rohini He Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. In my area, it will still be 12th waxing moon for a little bit longer. This is called Dwadasi in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Dwadasi Devye Namaha. Om Dwadasi Devye Namaha. Om Dwadasi Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that's ruling the hour, which is the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we invoke the yoga and the Karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these time elements, we would not use flower petals. We would just say their names 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Subha, which means auspicious. Subha, Subha, Subha. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Sukla, which has energies of bright focus. Sukla, Sukla, Sukla. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment, and we start with the sign that is the ascendant, represented here with the letters AC for ascendant. Dr. Pillai said we would start by looking at the ascendant sign, or the sign coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area, and we would honor the planet that rules that sign as a gesture to its importance at the moment. This is the sign of Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter. I'm going to put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now, starting in the ascendant, we're going to go around the chart in a clockwise direction, honoring all of the planets. Today in Dhanus or Sagittarius is the Sun and Mercury, who is retrograde. Mercury will be retrograde until January 18th. We start with honoring the Sun. I put the flower petals on him. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Today the sun is in a star called Purva Ashada, a star that can help us to discern what's right for us, what's wrong for us. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Purvashada star is ruled by Apis, a goddess who is a deified form of water. She can give blessings for purification. We ask for her help, and I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Apasye Namaha. Om Apasye Namaha. Om apasye namaha. Purvashada star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, we honor Mercury, who is retrograde, for being in Sagittarius. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Mercury is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give blessings for long-lasting success. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Uttara Ashadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Ashadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Ashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Danas or Sagittarius, the most idealistic of all the zodiac signs, today containing the sun, which is our soul, and Mercury, planet of communication and business. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto, Venus, and Saturn. Pluto and Venus are in the same star, so I will invoke both the planets before I invoke the star. I start with Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Next, we honor Venus for being in Capricorn. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Pluto and Venus are both in Uttarashada, a star that can give blessings for long-lasting success. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes that each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor Saturn for being in Capricorn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta, a star that can give blessings for prosperity, music, good reputation. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Danishtaye Namaha. Om Danishtaye Namaha. Om Danishtaye Namaha. Danishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. We ask for blessings from all 8 of them. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Danishta star is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science. Venus, planet of happiness, joy, material plane comforts, beauty. And Saturn, planet of patience, endurance, structure, and compassion. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Neptune. We honor Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhajapada. This star can give us blessings for work, charity, and purification. We ask blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhajapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. We ask his blessings. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhajapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that can help with our intuition and also help us in understanding our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Jupiter. We honor Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Uttara Bhadrapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can help us with business development. We ask for blessings from this star. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada star is ruled by Ayurbundya, an archetype who can help to guard treasures and valuables. We ask him to guard our treasures and valuables, including our treasure that is the earth itself. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada star is ruled by Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, the most metaphysical and transcendental of all the zodiac signs, today containing Jupiter, a planet that can help with everything related to spirituality. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Misha, or Aries, which today contains Rahu and Uranus, who is retrograde. Both of those planets are in the same star, so I will invoke both of them before I invoke this star. I start with Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus for being in Aries. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Rahu and Uranus are both in a star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or power, or energy. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. We ask him to help us be just and merciful, and to bring justice for all into our world. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on him. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energy, today containing Rahu, planet that helps us to think outside the box and make friends with new technologies, and Uranus, planet that helps with success in life, higher intelligence, and astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Vrishabha or Taurus, which today contains the moon and Mars, who is retrograde. Both the moon and the Mars are in the same star, so we will invoke both of them before we honor the star. I start with the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Next, we honor Mars, who is retrograde and extra powerful. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. The moon and Mars are both in a star called Rohini, a star of prosperity, beauty, and creativity. I put the flower petals across both the moon and Mars. Om Rohini Namaha. Om Rohini Namaha. Om Rohini Namaha. Rohini's star is ruled by Brahma, an archetype of creation and creativity. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Rohini's star is ruled by the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha or Taurus. Today containing Taurus is a sign that is an earth sign, very grounded energies, and yet a great love of luxury and comforts. Taurus today contains the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and Mars, planet that likes to take practical action to solve the problems that can be solved. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. We honor Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati, a star symbolized as young shoots of plants blowing in the wind. Dr. Pillai says this star can give divine blessings. We honor Swati. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati's star is ruled by Vayu, the archetype who rules the wind and the air element. Vayu is also the father of Hanuman. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati's star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that has energies of balance, fairness, and harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle it around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings we have just invoked. Now I take a lit incense stick to offer the element of air and a sweet fragrance. And I circle that above the chart on the blackboard 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now I offer the element of sound with a bell. Now I take a small raisin to represent the earth element, and I pass that around the chart in the air 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now I make prayer hands and make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to bless all of us and our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I ask for blessings for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I pray for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute if you like, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for joining us. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. If anyone has questions today, you're welcome to post them in the chat, and I'll do my best to try to answer them. Yesterday, someone asked that Mercury is retrograde right now. When will he go direct? And he will go direct, at least in North America, on January 18th of this month. So we have a couple weeks of Mercury retrograde. So it's good to make sure you back up your files, you're mindful with your communication, just give a little extra attention to details in your daily life while Mercury is retrograde would be a suggestion. Checking the chat to see if anyone has questions today. And it's okay if you don't have questions. I just like to give the opportunity if someone does. All right. Small group today and a quiet group today. We'll go ahead and close out for today. We do appreciate when you hit the like button and when you subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel to grow. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste. May light encompass all.